I, Priya Manickchand, do hereby solemnly declare that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the people of Guyana, that I will faithfully execute the office of Minister of Local Government and Regional Development without fear or favor, affection or ill will, and that in the execution of the functions of that office, I will honor, uphold, and preserve the Constitution of the Cooperative Republic of Guyana, and I do so swear.
On September 13th, Priya Manickchand was sworn in by President Irfan as his new Minister of Local Government. Less than 12 hours after taking up her new appointment, she visited the long overdue Bamia Primary School and issued an ultimatum to Statement Investment Inc. Complete the long-delayed construction by October or come off the project.
This is a school that's going to take over this entire catchment. Right now, what's happening is the children are on shift or sitting 3 and 4 on a bench, even when they're on shift. We can't continue that. So we've just had a meeting with the contractor and their subcontractors and gone through all the things that need to be done. And we're going to be putting someone here fully to make sure that these finishing works will be finished, because for the longest while I've been reading that they are close to finishing, but I've also seen other schools where there isn't a push, and other buildings that last leg of finishing take forever. We can't afford that here. These children have to come into this school, and we're looking at a date of in October to begin this. So we're going to make sure we put a project manager on the premises and run down the things that have to finish, and the contractors have been told that it's either they finish this or come off the project. So we're very clear about what we want for the children who are going to attend here. That's serious business for us.
The principals of Statement Investment Inc. include PPP soup drinkers, Ralph Ferguson and Corwin Bollers of Hits and Jams Entertainment, along with Aubrey Shanghai Major and Kashif Mohamed from the Kashif and Shanghai football tournament. The now-turned contractors were present during Priya's visit, when she further announced that a project manager would be stationed at the school to oversee the final stages of construction. Quoted in the Chronicle, Priya said, "These children have to come into this school, and we're looking at a date in October. No ifs or buts, it will finish."
Here, these children have to come into this school, and we're looking at a date of in October to begin this. So we're going to make sure we put a project manager on the premises and run down the things that have to finish, and the contractors have been told that it's either they finish this or come off the project. So we're very clear about what we want for the children who are going to attend here. That's serious business for us.
Mounting frustration in Linden as the long-awaited Bamia Primary School stands unfinished, despite yet another high-stakes promise from the government's newest minister. Priya Manickchand, sworn in barely 12 hours before her dramatic site visit, declared October as the absolute deadline. No ifs and no buts. But that pledge has now collapsed, becoming the latest missed milestone in a project marked by spiralling costs, shifting deadlines, and growing public distrust. Statement Investment Incorporated, a company critics say had no prior school construction experience, received the multi-million-dollar contract in 2021. 4 years and hundreds of millions in additional allocations later, more than 500 children continue to learn in cramped, unsuitable conditions. Parents, teachers, and community leaders are asking the same question. When will Linden students finally enter their new school? And can any official deliver what has been promised, over and over again?
As soon as Priya was sworn in as a minister and took her oath, her first project just 12 hours later, she failed to deliver. Priya, like everyone in the PPP, is all talk, photo ops, and no results. Statement Investment Inc. is a fly-by-night company with no prior school construction experience. Like many of the contractors that the PPP gives contracts to, when it's not the Chinese or their family members, They awarded the $346 million contract in November 2021. Just months after being established, the project was originally scheduled for completion in July 2023. But as usual, with corruption and poor leadership, the deadline was missed. In February 2024, an additional $127 million was allocated to speed up construction, with a new deadline of April 1st, 2024, also missed. In January 2025, Hits and Jams told Stabroek News the school was finished. We just need to finish the pathway, which was a lie. Priya, over 500 pupils in Linden were crammed like sardines in a tin for the new academic year. When will Linden children get to return to some degree of normalcy and comfort? Roland Corwin owned the radio station 94.1 Boom FM, which was heavily criticized in the European Union International Observation Mission final report for consistently providing biased PPP coverage. This coverage came after they had already been awarded this and other government contracts. Perhaps that is why they continue to do the dirty work of the PPP. This is why the people of Linden do not trust the PPP and these contractors. Priya Manickchand is all about optics and no results. A politician who craves attention but never delivers real solutions, as was evident by the cruel stunt pulled just yesterday with the Stabroek market vendors that she ambushed when she built the wall of poverty.
They're blocking the folks off. Policeman has a huge gun. Policeman has a gun there. Check that out. For vendors. For vendors.
Priya Manickchand is the face of deceit. She presents herself as someone who cares about people, especially poor families and Afro-Guyanese communities. Do not buy this facade. She has failed the education sector. She failed to represent the interests of the teachers. She failed to modernize schools. She failed to raise learning outcomes. She failed the very foundation of our nation, our children. And now, what's even worse, the current Minister of Education, Sonia Parag, has proven that she is an even bigger failure. Even with the big kahuna's intervention and his 5:30 a.m. meeting with the contractors, even the most senior person in the land has no power to make the contractors finish the job so that the children can return to some sense of normalcy. The children of this nation continue to pay the price for their incompetence.
That is not going to be how we operate under my watch for however long it is. My door is open and I like walking, so I would walk to your door, and I do whatever we have to do to be able to collaborate, but it takes two to do that.
I have Azruddin Mohamed, do hereby solemnly declare that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the people of Guyana, that I will faithfully execute the office of member of the National Assembly without fear or favor, affection or ill will, and that in the execution of the functions of that office, I will honor, uphold, and preserve the Constitution of the cooperative Republic of Guyana.
This is Guyana Whoop News.